I drink a boost for breakfast and insure for dinner. Somebody order pancake, I just sip the scissor.
After the discovery of the New World, other countries such as the Great Britain and the pussy France sailed west to settle their own colonies, just to end up fucking up each other's relationship. From 1756 to 1763, Great Britain and France were at war over land. This period was called the 7-Year War. Great Britain won and gained a lot of land from France. However, there was a itsy bitsy problem. Okay, just kidding. There was a big ass problem. They used all their money on the war trying to protect the 13 colonies. In other words, they were broke. Hard decline, no dinero.
Then they go.
They won, but at what cost? On top of all that, they were in debt. Great Britain, or should I say, broke Britain, needed a way to recover all their money back, and their solution was to tax the 13 colonies. Oh, and guess what? The 13 colonies were pissed. Really, really pissed. Great Britain told them to suck it and implemented the Stamp Act of 1765. Later on, the Townshend Act of 1767 came and shit really went downhill from there. On March 5th, 1770, 5 people from the crowd of protesters were shot and killed by 9 British soldiers. This was known as the Boston Massacre, and this really pissed the Americans even more. And Great Britain, as usual, told them to suck it even more and introduced the Tea Act of 1773. On December 6th of that same year, the Americans woke up and chose violence. They went savage mode.
I've been in the hills fucking dudes.
A group of people called the Sons of Liberty, dressed as Native Americans, boarded a ship loaded with tea and purposely spilled all the tea in the Boston harbor as a way to piss off the British after what they'd done to the 13 colonies. After what was happening in Boston, 52 delegates met up in Congress in Philadelphia in September of 1774. In the First Continental Congress, there was a Chad, George Washington, John, and Samuel Adams deciding on what to do with the burgeoning Great Britain. Then on April 18, 1775, British soldiers marched on their way to Concord, or should I say, Concord. Another Chad by the name of Paul Rudd Paul Revere warned in advance the people of Concord that the British soldiers were coming. Thanks to Paul Rudd, the American soldiers had time to prepare for the great battle they were going to have with the Great Britain. Both the American soldiers and the British soldiers met in Lexington. Both sides were getting on each other's dick and argued for a while until somebody shot out of nowhere. This moment in America was called the shot heard around the world, and this marked the start of the American Revolution.
With me before the deal, she been trying to be mine. She adopted, so we been throwing her about dynasty sign.
Several battles broke out between the 13 colonies and Great Britain. One of them was Fort Saratoga battle, where Great Britain was being a fucking cunt and surrendered while the 13 colonies were butt fucking the fort and taking the ammo and weapons from the fort. Another battle was the Battle of Bunker Hill that took place in Boston, Massachusetts, who was led by Mr. George Washington himself, chosen by the people of Congress. While other battles was happening, a person by the name of Thomas Paine wrote a pamphlet called Common Sense. To me, I think it was propaganda for Americans to push the idea of independence. The people of Congress chose Thomas Jefferson to write the Declaration of Independence,
Yeah, boy.
in which all men are created equal, except slaves and women. Then on July 4th, 1776, the 13 colonies became the new independent country by the name the United States of America. Unfortunately, Great Britain came and attacked the United States harshly, making them lose a few battles. One winter day, Mr. George Washington and his gang crossed the Delaware River I honestly forgot for what reason. Hold up, let me search it up.
Okay, yeah. Got my cloud up, okay. Shut your mouth up, yeah. Got my cloud up, okay. Washed up, yeah. Got my cloud up, yeah. Shut your mouth up, okay. Cloud up, shut your mouth up, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so after the crossing of the Delaware River, the French came and helped the United States defeat Great Britain, which Benjamin Franklin convinced France to fight alongside with them. The United States won with the help of France, and on 1783, Great Britain recognized the United States as an independent country. In less than 200 years, the United States became the most powerful country in the world.
I really apologize for everything right now if it's unclear at all, man.
After the United States won the war, George Washington was convinced by the people to become the President of the United States. He served for 2 years and retired and fucking died. Peacefully. In summary, the British came to the Americas and created a child that will soon betray them, but later become good friends after. Fucking British people.